Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Just want to give you all an update on the fish tanks and the fish and how they're all going. It's been a while between videos and there's been a fair bit of growth and colouring up of some of these fish. I've just been super busy with a new job and just haven't had time to keep you guys updated. So we'll go through a full tour of the fish room and I'll just show you quickly some of these guys who are starting to colour up. So might be hard to see, but he's really starting to get some of that blue and red color in him. I believe this is like a red peacock, and actually I think this is a male Livingstone. You can actually see the sort of green flecks coming through him now in the scales. And that we found that there's one male fire blue out of about 6 females, I think. And we'll try and find him. He's just starting to get that teal blue. There he is. He's just starting to get that teal blue on his nose. Might be a bit hard to see, but it's just the beginning. I think I can tell the difference between male and female quite easily on these guys because of those egg spots. None of the other ones seem to have those egg spots. And the Mapagnas are growing super quick. How do you say it? Mapagna? Those guys have really beefed up. There's only one female, unfortunately, and I really hope to get a few more. Oh wow, has she? I'm not sure if she's holding right now. I don't think so, but she's about to. Oh, this focus. Get this focus on her. She's about to release some eggs, and she's been through 2 rounds of pregnancy already. And you can see she was basically the same size as the other ones, and she's about half the size now because she just keeps getting pregnant and doesn't get as much food in her and the ability to grow. So I may actually have to keep her out of this tank after the next pregnancy just to let her beef up a bit. Anyway guys, I'll take you for a look in the fish room, because there has been a few changes in here, a lot of growth happening. This tank's pretty much fully cycled now. We did get a few more goldies, and I must say with the goldfish, I started to appreciate them a lot more. I always thought that they were a bit of a, I don't know, beginner fish, or just a fish that you'd chuck in a fish bowl and people wouldn't really care for them, or it'd be a pond fish, but actually quite enjoying watching these guys. They're very peaceful, and I've been sort of learning about the different variants. I think mainly I've got comets and not in this tank, but I've got a few shabunkins, I think you call them. Actually put 3 into a pond, and they're just super quick growers, very peaceful. And my favorite is probably this like white and orange comets. And so yeah, this tank will eventually be a cichlid tank, and I'll rehome these goldfish. But they have been quite enjoying the rocks. Sometimes they do even venture deep into that rock work. And I've got the 4 sponge filters in here, which I'm probably only going to keep one in the end, because we do have a Aqua One Nautilus canister filter running in this as well. But because of the sort of heavy stocking, and I thought these sponge filters will grow bacteria quite quickly, so I left them in here. We do have, so I don't think I've showed you guys this fully, this rack. So I put the 3rd tank on this rack now, and they're all starting to cycle. Top one still has a bit of ammonia, and these two bottom ones have pretty much cycled, and these two goldies in here are just keeping the cycle going until I need to use them for something else. I've just got a single goldie in there. But where the real changes have happened is in my first lot of Empangas. They're just growing so quick. I mean, for what I expect anyway, compared to other fish that I've seen, these guys have just gotten really big. See if I can get a clear view. If you remember from the last video, they're probably about double to triple the size, and I've got them all together now with the hybrids. So it will be interesting to see how these hybrids turn out. You can sort of see, so these hybrids, if you don't remember from the last video, these guys are dragon blood peacocks mixed with a red empress, and the ones that are sort of more clear, I assume they're going to turn out more like a dragon blood peacock, and the other ones that have this sort of mottled black on them, I believe they should turn out more like a red empress. But you know, I don't know what they're going to look like. Obviously they're still pretty small. We might see some interesting colorations come from them. It wasn't intentional. I just had a red empress female in my tank, in my display tank, and the male dragon blood chose her. I've since gotten rid of the red empress female because I don't intend to breed hybrids, but I couldn't bring myself to cull these guys or anything, and you know, they can find a home in one of these aquariums, and who knows, I might even come up with some real cool colorations. But what my plan is to keep a lot of this stock. So all these Empangas, I'm not going to sell them off. I'm going to find the best quality genetics in here and rebreed them, and hopefully get a bit of exponential growth going in this fish room, start to fill out some of these tanks. And we've had, so there's a few new lots. This tank's empty. This tank, these guys are growing really well. These are electric yellows. So this was the first brood of, I'm not sure if you call them brood, but so this is the first lot of electric yellows, and they're sort of starting to get the sort of lemon color on them. A few of them getting the black top on the fins, and they're growing very nicely. And in here, the dolphin, blue Maori dolphins, pretty slow growers, but they're doing well. At least they're safe from the living stonies now in their own tank here. And these guys may well move out into one of these bigger 250 litre tanks that the goldies have been cycling up. My intention is for this tank over here, that will be for like the rock dwelling and boonas. I think they're going to do really well in there. Lots of places to hide and breed. And the blue dolphins might go into one of these, and I'm not sure if I'll keep it with a clear bottom or put some sand and rocks in there. We will see. In here, awful reflection. In here there's some more electric yellows, just a little bit smaller than the batch in the other tank. I may well introduce these to the other tank at some stage. And another lot of Mapagnas. So these guys are fairly recent. They're both of these are sort of at the same time, and my focus is not doing so well here. So yeah, that's about it, guys. There is one guy in here. Veiltail Betta. He's in a... Jeez, this focus. There we go. Sorry about the quality here. Yeah, this Veiltail, he's in a antibiotic solution. Had a little bit of that cotton growth on one of his fins, but he's only been here a day or so and he's already getting better. I'm using, if you guys want to know, this stuff is pretty good. Aquari Cycline tablets, 25 tablets. One tablet does 20 liters. So you just chuck it in here. This is a 20-liter tank, and it's a bit of a hospital tank. You got to aerate it pretty well. I'm not sure exactly why, but it must suck the oxygen out of the water a bit. I have had success with these tablets. So I did have a problem a couple of weeks back with two of the blue Aceis, I think they call them, Aceis, and I'll go show you these guys. One of them survived, one of them did not survive. So one of them I caught a bit too late, and he was already on the bottom, and it happened very quickly. I'm not sure if it's bloat, dropsy. I have no idea why it happened. I've just tried to keep water parameters super clean, like nitrates, as low as possible now. I'm doing much bigger water changes. So yeah, one of them was on the bottom. I hospitalized him, gave him a treatment of antibiotics, but he was dead within a day, unfortunately. Another one I noticed, it didn't actually have much bloat, but he just wasn't swimming quite like the other ones. He was just sort of staying in one area of the tank, not really moving around. I put food in and he was the only one not eating. She, sorry, I don't know. So as soon as I saw that and the fact that we already had the other one go through this, I immediately took him out, her, and gave them a treatment of that Aquari Cycline antibiotics, and that fish came good within a day or two. Actually, I think I left it in there for 3 days just to be safe, and it's like, I don't know which one it is now, but it's one of these ones and it's doing perfectly fine. So I definitely recommend keeping on hand some of that antibiotic treatment. It seems to be quite useful and safe for the fish, useful for a range of applications. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I don't think there's much more to show you. Hopefully I'll keep you guys updated and do a few better quality videos, some more edited ones. Try and put out some more useful content there for you guys. But I've just been really busy at the moment, so if you got anything particular, like questions or anything you would like me to do, just hit me up in the comments and I'll try and get that sorted. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, because things seem to be heating up in Australia. I'm pretty lucky. I'm in WA, so we haven't really had any of these crazy, protests and lockdowns and restrictions. But I know Victoria's been doing it really tough, and yeah, without getting into too much politics or anything, guys, I'm super appalled at what's happened in this country, and I really hope we can turn it around. And I know there's been like protests going on all over the world, you know, for Australia and in their own countries for their own freedoms. And yeah, I just hope everyone's staying strong. And as much as it's easy to get angry in these times, you know, I think use that to do something useful, to stand up for what you believe in, but try to keep compassion for others that have differing views, because I don't believe it's you know, individuals' fault. You know, everyone has differing views, and unfortunately there's just a lot of propaganda out there, and depending on what information you're listening to sort of colors people's opinions. And I think we just got to try and all stay united and try not to be too divided. And I think if we just lead by example and try and keep the conversations open, then hopefully this thing will turn itself around. And yeah. But anyway, guys, don't want to delve into too much politics, but I know there's a lot of people out there doing it pretty tough at the moment, so I hope you guys are all right, and yeah, stay strong. And if you want to talk about any of that stuff, yeah, hit me up in the comments about that, because I'm very interested in all the stuff that's going on politically. And yeah. Anyway, guys, much love to everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.